Hello students, welcome to Immienglish.com, the one-stop solution for ESL examination and immigration services. In this video, we will learn about section 3 of listening module. Let's begin. Let us rewind the structure of section 3. There are always 10 questions in this section, and the entire section is divided into mostly 2 to 3 parts. Most of the time, this section is a group discussion between 3 or 4 people. You can expect a situation about an interview or a discussion between the university professor and few students, or only students discussing about assignments in between them. You will be asked a variety of questions like form filling, MCQ, short answers, sentence completion. However, in this section, the chances of MCQ is always more, because they consume time and can be little tricky to make this part a bit tough. Now let's see an example to understand this section in a better way. Before the recording begins, let's see the example first. Did you notice something? The instructions are missing. As I already said numerous times in the previous videos, you should always read the instructions first. They are important, hence never skip them. The instructions are to choose one option from the given options. Simple. Now let's listen to the recording and you should try to answer the questions. Start.
Hello. Can I come in?
Oh yes, come in. How can I help you?
I was looking for the economics office. I've been all over the arts faculty building looking for it, but I could only find the School of Accounting and Economic History. Is this the right place?
Yes, this is the School of Economics.
Oh, good. I'm a new student, and I was wondering if someone could give me some information.
Well, I might be able to help. I lecture on that program. What do you need to know?
Oh, quite a few things, actually. Firstly, how many lectures a week do I have to attend?
Well, the Economics 1 course is a double unit. So there are 2 lectures a week and 1 tutorial.
Oh.
The lectures are scheduled for Tuesday and Thursday.
What time?
Let me see. This information is all in the handout, which you should have received yesterday at the orientation meeting.
Was there a meeting yesterday? I didn't know about that. No one mentioned...
Yes, there was. But never mind. Now, lectures are at 4 in the afternoon.
4's a bit late. I've got a part-time job that starts at 4:30.
Well, you can't be in 2 places at once, can you? And attendance at lectures is necessary. We expect at least 90% attendance at this university, you know.
90%? That's high. Do they enforce that rule?
Yes, we do. We're pretty strict about it, actually.
And what times have been set down for the tutorials? Do you have that information?
That's a very well-attended course, so there's a number of tutorial times. Monday, Wednesday and Friday, all at 9 o'clock. Yours will be allocated at the first lecture.
Can't I choose the time?
Maybe, maybe not. You'll have to talk to the lecturer on the course. Dr. Roberts is his name.
Oh, okay.
Done. I hope you attempted all the 4 questions from the example. If not, then make appropriate guesses. You should never leave the answer blank. Now let's check the solution and see how many correct answers you have. Okay. So the correct answer for orientation meeting is A. Now this was not easy to answer as a lot of information and conversation took place before this question was answered. In addition to this, the answer was also not directly but indirectly mentioned that a meeting took place yesterday. Now you have to read the options and determine that which option would match. I hope you got it correct. Yesterday means recently. Now from the other options you can clearly say that they are not near to yesterday at all. Now, the correct answer for attendance at lecture is B, closely monitored. This was tough too because nowhere in the recording it was directly mentioned that the attendance is monitored closely. It was indirectly mentioned that a 90% attendance is mandatory for the course. So you have to be careful in this question too. Now the correct answers for tutorials takes place is 3 mornings a week. Now this was fairly easy as compared to the previous two questions. All you needed was to count the number of days the speaker mentioned. However, a little analysis was required for sure. But this question was not extremely tough. I hope you got it right. Now the last correct answers for the lecturer's name is Roberts. This was the easiest among the four because the answer directly mentioned without any tricks. It was a name, therefore you should get this answer right. Now before we talk about second part of section 3, you should remember that all these were MCQs, and now you should have an idea why they are tricky and why they are kept in section 3, because there is a lot of information and you need to read a lot before answering anything. So be careful in this section. Let's look at the second part. Now I believe you have got used to the most important part on which I give so much attention, and its instructions. If you forgot, then you are in trouble, my friend. Here the instructions are no more than 3 words. I repeat, no more than 3 words. So without wasting time, let's start the second part of the section 3. Let's begin.
Anything else I can help you with while you're here?
Well, yes, actually. Do you know what the course requirements are? I mean, how much work is expected for this course?
Well, you have to complete a tutorial paper.
What does that involve?
Well, it's a piece of work on a given topic based on some set reading texts. You'll have to give a small talk to your tutorial group.
Oh, how long does that have to be?
Oh, about 25 minutes usually.
I have to talk for 25 minutes?
Yes, that's right. And then you have to write up your piece of work and give it to the lecturer to be marked.
Right. And is that all?
No. You also have to complete a 3,000-word essay on a topic.
Can I choose the topic?
Yes, usually you can.
Right. That shouldn't be too bad.
And in addition to that, there is an exam.
An exam? What sort of exam?
Well, it's an open book exam.
Does that mean I can have the textbook with me during the exam?
Yes, that's right.
And can you give me any idea about the content of the first year of economics, so that I can get into some reading?
Well, you'll be getting the reading list next week when lectures start. All the books are in the library.
Yes, but won't everyone else take them out as soon as they get the reading list too?
Well, yes, they might. But most of the important ones are held in closed reserve. That's a part of the library where you can go to read books, but you can't take them out of the building.
What did you call that section of the library?
Closed reserve. However, we do recommend that you buy the core books. You'll find them useful and you'll need them for the exam.
Yes, I suppose I will. But what is the focus of the course?
Well, the course at this university has a vocational focus. That is, a focus on preparing its graduates for work. So we're orientated very much towards employment.
Oh, so my chances of getting a job are good.
Well, provided you get good results.
Well, look, thanks for your time. You've been really helpful.
That's fine. See you next week, then.
All right. I hope you attempted all the questions. This part was not easy, so if you didn't perform well for the first time, then relax. It happens. Now let's check the solution and see how many correct answers you have. So the first answer is talk or give a talk for 25 minutes. This was comparatively simple as compared to the remaining questions. If you notice, there was a lot of conversation before the question was answered. This is to confuse you and make you believe that you skipped the answer. But you should always stay focused. This way, you will not get tricked by the IELTS. Now the second answer is really complex. You may ask why? Because this answer was neither direct or indirect. The answer was not in 3 words, but you have to answer it in 3 words. The answer is write up work. If you remember from the recording, then the answer was more than 3 words long and you have to cut it short. That's why it was really tricky. The third one was easy, to be honest. The correct answer is can choose. Now if you wrote choose, then it is incorrect because grammatically it doesn't make any sense. Usually can choose. See this. So you have to be grammatically correct as well. Usually choose doesn't make any sense. Now the fourth one was the easiest because this answer was repeated twice. The answer is open book. The type of exam was open book. The fifth answer was also mentioned without any tricks and it is closed reserves. The important books are in closed reserves. The last answer has many options from which you can choose. All of them are correct and they are work, vocational and employment. Any one of these would be correct. I hope most of you got maximum correct answers. If not, then don't worry. This section is tough. Just practice and you will improve slowly. As I said earlier, you should have at least 90% accuracy in this section to get a better score. I hope you understand that. Now let's see some important points to remember. I think every one of you understand that this section was tougher than the section 1 and 2. So be careful in this section and try to read all the questions carefully and rapidly. Don't waste time, please. In this section, mostly you will have only 2 parts, so don't expect too many breaks or pauses in between. In this section, you will not get sufficient time, therefore be quick in reading all the questions and the options. As I said earlier, in this section, you will get MCQ more because they need a little time to read and understand. That's why this section is little tough because you get less time, more content to read, and you also need to analyze before answering any question. Once again, remember that you should not leave any blank answers. Always make a guess using your common sense. No spelling mistakes. I hope you remember that. Lastly, follow the instructions and don't exceed the word limit for the answers. One more thing that I would like to add is that when you don't know or skipped any answer from the recording, then try to answer using your common sense and try to match the answer grammatically with the question. This will improve the chances of choosing the correct options if you are making a guess. That's all. This brings us to the end of section 3 in the listening module. I hope you have found this video informative. In the next video, we will learn about section 4. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe our YouTube channel and support us to bring you quality content and tips. See you in the next video. For any questions, please raise a topic in the forum. The link is available in the description. Take care.